As I'm live. So I suppose I'm live. I'm live at Mulder's Rods, and I'm gonna wait and see if anybody comes in before I get started doing anything. And but just in case anybody was to watch this on a replay, I don't want to just do nothing. So we get turned around here. Brought lunch. Everybody be gathering around here pretty shortly for lunch. And we'll go through some of this stuff. I'm going to talk to Paul. Paul worked here at Mulder's Rods, and he drove a different vehicle of his out here today that I didn't even know he had. That little blue Monte Carlo. It's a pretty sweet looking little ride, I think. And Chase has gotten some work done on that truck. We're going to talk to him about. I love how the green and white looks on this truck right here. Hey, Pops, how you doing, man? Hey, Pops, can you give me an indication, let me know that we have good audio? Just to make sure we have good audio. Yeah, there's Billy. We're going to talk to him in just a few minutes. And I saw Chase. Chase is around here somewhere. And we'll get to talk to him too. I don't know where they must have had this before. I didn't ever see it. They got him a pit out here now. All right. Thank you very much, Pops. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I've never done this before. I've done updates, monthly updates since early on in my channel here at Mulder's Rods, and not regularly scheduled Monday. Sometime it was 5 weeks. Hi, Debbie Sue. Check it out, Debbie Sue. Remember when we had these on the road? Cool cars that you could actually work on in the shade tree behind your house in the backyard. And you know what? I need to do something. Moderator, standard moderator, Debbie Sue. You are now a moderator, so you can connect with other folks that might come in. What I was saying, I've never done this. I'm kind of trying to kick this off slowly, get things kind of started, give some folks a chance to come in. I only scheduled it about an hour ahead of time. A while back, I had asked Billy Moulder, the owner of this shop where they restore classic vintage cars and a lot of other things. And this is a 55 Chevy that Billy bought here a while back. It is very clean. It was a one-owner car until he bought it. So I've been in a family member's car, so it's never left his family. Check that out. I'll tell you what, when you was a teenager on a date, you appreciated a seat like that at the drive-in picture show. Big dream. Hi, Courtney. Thank you for coming in. This is my first time to live stream from Mulder's Rods. I've made videos from here before about what might be going on at the shop. And there are things going on here, but I'm just trying to kind of get things started, give folks a chance to come in if they want to. So far, we got Pops here and Simply Debbie Sue, a new friend of mine that writes and tells stories that I love. And Courtney, big dreams, y'all. She remodels homes. Like these guys remodel cars. She restores homes, flood damaged homes, homes that are tore up that need fixed up, and lots of other things. Billy, I'm just waiting to see when it's a live stream, letting people have a chance to come in and everything. But you can holler and let everybody know lunch is ready anytime you want to. Okay. Yeah. Everything's out there on the table, and I got to think enough places for everybody to sit down somewhere. Yeah. Oh, look, we're going to talk to him about this here in a little bit. Looks like Billy done tore into his race car. This spring will be time to get back racing. He races a series. You can see on his car that NE2 stands for Nostalgia Eliminator 2. So like nostalgic race cars. Mandy Lee, I'm so happy to see you come in. Always nice to have you. And yeah, we're at the shop and haven't really gotten started in earnest yet. I brought lunch out for everybody, and so that I wouldn't interrupt their work or keep it to a minimum, the interruption in the work that they have to do. figured we could sit around and have lunch and get caught up with everybody, what's going on with them before we start going around the shop. And so there's Paul. Paul, they're all the same. They're all the same. There's chips right there. And in this red cooler is regular Dr. Peppers and sugar-free Dr. Peppers.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yep. So some people like the premium and some people like the unleaded. And Paul, Mandy Lee says hi.
Howdy, howdy.
He says hi back. So what I've got a mic on and I've got a mic over here on the table. That's the best I can do. So I'm not sure the audio will be great for everybody that'll be sitting around here, but we'll make it work. We'll do the best we can. And Paul picked regular. Let's see what anybody want. Place your bets. What will Billy take? Regular or unleaded? All the sandwiches are the same. They're chopped beef barbecue sandwiches from Nathan's, Billy. And the chips are all the same. They're regular Lay's. And we got premium and unleaded Dr. Pepper. Billy's having leaded too. I would have guessed wrong. Because, you know, he always looks so healthy. You know, I figured he didn't have all that.
No diet for me.
Just not too much of it, huh?
No.
Have some sugar, but not too much. That's the ticket.
Not for me.
All right, I'm feeling a little gust of wind. Y'all let me know if we start getting that wind noise. If you can hear the, I can pop some fuzzy windshields on these mics right quick. I might just go ahead and do that, just to be safe. Is the audio got the wind noise in it, or is it good? Somebody let me know. It's okay. We got Wade. That's Wade, everybody. Hi, Wade. Wade's been working on a K5 Blazer right there back behind him. We'll take a look at that here in a minute too. But no, that's the Blazer, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. So it came in just going to get paint and body, but I think that job plan has expanded. Okay. They're saying that the audio is pretty good. And I let everybody know that I would be live streaming while they're eating lunch. So y'all enjoy seeing Paul and Wade eat their lunch. No, we won't do that. Look at Billy. Is that guy a hot rodder or what? He's even got flames on his golf cart. Yep. Did you paint them on there, Billy?
Wade did.
Wade. Good job, Wade. Look, he's always late to the party.
Always.
But he brings a good attitude.
Always, always. How's it going?
Hey, Chase. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Truck looks good.
Yeah, the shop truck's been coming along. We've been working on it.
Let's get back to that later.
Midnight oil.
We'll get back to that in a minute. All the sandwiches are the same. The chips are the same. And there's Dr. Peppers in there, regular and unleaded.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
All right. Help
Thank
yourself. So Wade has a Camaro. What year model is your Camaro, Wade?
81.
81. It was at the show over in Belleville, and we talked about it. If you want to go back and look at that video, that's last spring though, wasn't it? Remember, it was pretty warm, so it should be about time for that car show again.
Yeah, it's coming up next month.
Oh, it's in March?
14th of March.
Cool. I'll definitely be going to that, no doubt about it. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Hey, Donnie. So just to get y'all caught up, what I'm doing, I'm at Mulder's Rods. And as I've done before, I bring out lunch. Today I brought barbecue sandwiches, chips, and drinks. And I just thought people could talk about a little bit about what's going on with them. Hi, Daisy Mae. Kelly's in the house, my welder friend. And guess what? I'm straight on YouTube, so I can do the moderator thing. I'm not on StreamYard. Let me get some people smurfed up, as they call it. As a moderator, that way y'all will be able to go and connect with other people that you might not already be connected up with. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I got Share Bear. Hi Share Bear. Thank you for coming in. Kelly, thank you all for coming in. And let me flip this camera back to me. All right. So here's what's going on. Since very early on when I started making YouTube videos, I was in Brenham and I stopped by this place. Actually, I went to this place and she does horse blankets. She launders and repairs horse blankets. And I thought that was pretty cool for a business, something for somebody to do for a business. And I went in there, and as I walked out of her shop and I'm looking over, and I see it says there's kind of a faded sign that says Mulder's Rods. I thought, man, I've lived in Brenham for a long time, and I've never noticed that. Is there, what is there? So I walked around the side of the building, and there was a guy standing there, and his wife had just dropped off. She was about to drive off. His wife had dropped off lunch. So as he's walking, he picked up the lunch from her from the driver's side window, and he's walking back toward the shop. And I walked up and introduced myself. And as it turns out, that fellow sitting right there in that golf cart about to eat a bite of sandwich is the guy that I talked to that day. That was about a year and a half ago, something like that. And his name is Billy Moulder. And when I walked into his shop with him, it was like walking in, I don't know, into a dream world. There were hot rods everywhere, cool cars, which is something that I really enjoy. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I stumbled across here? So I got to talking to him, really nice guy, and asked him if I could do an update, a monthly update, do a video shoot of what he does, restore vintage and antique cars and hot rods and all kind of cool stuff like that. And he agreed to do it. So not on a regular 1 month, every month on the dot schedule, but basically about once a month. If you follow my channel, you will have seen I do an update from Mulder's Rods, and we talk to the crew here and get caught up with what's going on with them. Hi, Italian Bushcraft Cooking. Well, welcome in, Giuliano. It's nice to have you. Always glad to see you, sir. And so I mentioned the crew, and anyway, before I get to that, I just want to finish up by saying I asked Billy the last time I was out here, what do you think about if I did a live stream? Just came out to the shop one day and turned the camera on and do a live stream and walk around and talk about things. And he said, I don't know, why not? Sure, do it. So here we are. I'm doing good, Giuliano. Thank you for asking. I've been eating real well, you know. I cooked a Giuliano steak over at the lake the other day. All right, so here we go. That's Paul. Paul is a master body man. He does a lot of sanding and all kind of stuff. Gets dents out of cars, and you don't use much Bondo these days, do you, Paul? Occasionally. Yeah. About 1975, Bondo was fixed everything. Spackle some Bondo on it right way. So this is Wade, and he does a lot of body work, and he paints. He's the painter here, and he has a paint booth back there in the corner, which is specially designed for painting cars and bad things not happening to them to mess that paint up after, while it's drying and curing and everything like that. Painting is not like taking a can of Krylon and painting the lawn chair in your backyard. Painting cars is a little different animal. It's actually a science to it, and he knows the science. And that guy over there is Chase. You can't talk with your mouth full, Chase. We make an exception on YouTube videos, you can, especially when you're taste testing. So y'all, that's from Nathan's. Is it all right? You think it's pretty good? Yeah?
Good.
All right. What do you say, Billy?
Good.
So do you regret the day that you told me, yeah, I'll do YouTube updates with you? I've been kind of a pest sometime, right?
No, that's good.
We've had a lot of fun. I've actually been to the races and been with Shot Video Billy Racing, which you'll be doing again this season. We'll talk about that a little bit. I don't want to interrupt everybody's lunch too much, though. So there they are. That's the crew that's here today. We got some others that are, well, one especially that, well, he used to be a part-timer. He don't come around much anymore, I guess. Stefan, we might run into him another day, but he's not here today. Haven't seen him in probably close to a year now. And, well, I'll tell you what, before we grab anybody, we let them eat their lunch in peace. I'll just walk around. We'll just get a general overview of what's going on in the shop. This is Chase's primary project right now amongst the, I don't know, 10 or 12 projects he has going at even any one point in time. And this truck was not restored here. It's just in, I know it's just in for some work. It's beautiful though. I'm normally not big on green automobiles. Oh, you know what I need to do? I have another microphone over here. We don't need to hear two conversations go on. All right, there we go. I'll just carry my second mic around while we do this. All right, sorry about that. Here we go. How you like this? Is that nice or what? Who likes the green? Let's see here. I think, yeah. I want to make sure I wasn't all zoomed in or something. Look how clean. You know, this vehicle is very old, and it's just pristine. It's like the interior is very much like you would find in a new automobile. It's that nice. And look at the gauges. There's some cool gauges. I just love vehicles like this. Takes you back to another day, and this truck was born way before I was. Billy, what year is this green truck? 1949. That's 11 years before I was even thought about. Or I guess 10 years before I was thought about, 11 years before I was born. I like those big white sidewalls on a truck like that too. Hi, Jennifer. Poodle Professor's here. And yellow marker, please. Hi, yellow marker. I'm not familiar with you, but I am glad to see you come in. I always like to make new friends, see people come in. Yeah, I love this truck. I started out a sentence earlier about to say I'm not usually big on green automobiles, but this truck is just, that green and white just pops, especially with the white top and those white sidewalls. Yep. And this is something of a race truck Blazer. This is another one of Chase's projects. This has a custom, I don't know, like a $10,000 chassis underneath. This is not the original Chevrolet chassis. This is the best way I can describe it is they race on a course that's similar to what you see in movies, like where they train the police, where they go around the cones, you know, to practice extreme driving, tight corners, high speeds, that type of thing, sort of like a miniature road course in a parking lot. And this truck is being custom built to do that kind of racing for those competitions. This truck right here is what they call a square body Chevrolet. I think it's a GMC though, but the body's the same. I'm not even sure if I can't remember if it's a Chevy or a GMC. It doesn't matter. Billy's had it a long time, so let's talk about this. There's a couple of different ways or different levels. Yes, it's a Sierra Classics. It's a GMC. This truck belongs to David, and an automobile like this. This was basically had become an old farm truck, and it was a beat up. You know, it was a daily driver, go to the feed store and whatever. But the guy bought it in the 1980s. I think it's like an 86 or 87, and I love this pickup, and he brought it to Billy to be restored. And what this guy does, he's a driver for tours, for like entertainment tours. I think the tour he's been on, the last I heard, is a Blake Shelton. And hi, Jimmy, welcome in. We're doing a walk around tour. Tornado Garden, welcome in. Glad to have you. Let me see if I missed anybody, and I'll get back to it, I promise. So here's the story. He's big time, like driving tour buses, goes all over the country, and then he gets a certain amount of time off, and then he goes out on the next tour. And all one after the other, I can't list them off, but every one that I've heard, the tours that he's on, they're big names, they're headline names. So he wanted it done right. And then getting back to so you could call it a restoration and go through and paint this vehicle and get all the dents out and refresh the motor and put some chrome on it and all that. That kind of restoration could be done in a couple of weeks or a month or something, right? But the type of restoration that's done on this truck is very different. It's not only, it's what you, I guess you'd call it a resto mod, because it's not only being restored, it's being modified. For instance, it has a stainless steel exhaust instead of like a factory exhaust. The wheels and tires will be customized. It has a custom fuel tank, and on and on and on. And you could probably tell here that is not a factory stock engine. That is much more than a factory stock engine. And instead of like an original radiator, it has aluminum radiator and different levels of things. And what I'm getting at, this takes a lot more time than that quickie restoration. And a good example of that would be the grill, the front grill, which they've got it apart right now. But Billy was explaining to me they spent like 30 or 40 hours because you can get a replacement grill for this truck, but they're a lighter material, and not nearly as nice. So to make it the best possible, instead, on this type of restoration, they spent 30 or 40 hours getting every tiny little ding out of that grill all the way around and all the little cross panels, everything to make it look new again. And just takes a lot of time. This truck's been here a long time, but when it rolls out of here, it's going to be right, and it is going to be one nice truck. I'm friends with the owner of this truck on Facebook, and he recently posted a series of photos going back to when it was sitting out front of the barn, and it was a farm truck. Uh, oh, what type of grill? Well, it's a bug catcher grill. Yeah, looking clean. Yeah, the paint's all done. I really don't know what they still need on this truck. Obviously, there's a lot still to be done to the interior. So this vehicle, a vehicle restored to this level, will be completely rewired, and that is a lot of tedious work. And you see that stuff on the floor that provides that sound barrier and insulation. If you don't have that underneath your carpet or underneath your floorboard, the road noise would just be horrible. Okay, so what? I don't know what vehicle this engine's going in. I probably should. I've probably been told. Obviously, a custom order, custom built, high horsepower engine with a built transmission. And these days, you will hear people talk about having a built motor. That's the current term to use for hot rods and this type of cars. You have a built motor. In the old days, like in 1965, people would say it's souped up, right? And I always like, one of my favorites is you would hear people say, "You got a cam in it?" Okay, so people, if you have a V8 engine or V6 engine, this type of engine right here, it has a cam in it. They all do. It wouldn't run without a cam. What people are really asking is, do you have a higher lift, longer a higher performance camshaft in it? When they say, "You got a cam in it?" Yeah, I got a cam in it. It's the one that came in it from the factory. I don't know. I don't know. You might have to be a car guy to get how funny that is. All right. They usually aluminum radiators are very efficient and lighter weight, a lot lighter weight than yeah. And I forget, this is some kind of an English car. Here a long time. Billy's told me, I can't remember it, and I'm not familiar with it. Uh, and I don't think it has a badge on it to say what kind of car it is. So I can't tell you. It's an old English car from England. See when Billy started making hot rod. Oh, look, see the sign? It says established 1938. That would be Billy's dad, right? And I'm not going to go around and show. Look at there. Guy got good taste or what? Stevie Ray Vaughan. May he rest in peace. And that dude could play a guitar. Great entertainer. Love me some Stevie Ray Vaughan. And this is Chip's Revenge. And it is Billy's race car. He'll be going racing this spring again. And even got a wing on it. He races with the Texas Drag Racing Association. And this car was built by 10-man race cars. Billy's got a lot of cool stuff, don't he? Here, Billy Moulder, he drives it, and it's in the Nostalgia Eliminator 2 class. And Chip's Revenge, it's called that because Billy's dad's nickname is Chip. And it's kind of a long story. Billy told it in one of the update videos that we did, that they couldn't come up with a name to call the car. And actually, Sarah, I think, Billy's wife, said, why don't you call it Chip's Revenge? You know, 'cause his dad had passed away, and you know, it's like he's back. And they called him Chip from Chip and Dale. You know, those best friends, Chip and Dale from the old cartoon. They're always arguing. So Billy's dad and his best friend, they were always, you know, back and forth at each other, back and forth in each other with love. You know, like barking at each other, and it's just how they were, how they got along. And so somebody said they were like Chip and Dale, and somehow Billy's dad got nicknamed Chip. There's Chip throwing one of his tantrums. I always tell Billy he needs to get this thing out, get the battery charged up, fire it up, go for a little ride. He's just got so much going on, got a lot to do. So it's been a while since his bike's been out on the road. It's a beautiful Harley, though. I like it. I forget what it is. It's 1980 something, I believe. It's cool. All right. Where are we at here? That's the main part of the shop. Let's go over to the paint shop. They normally have some really cool tunes playing in here, like classic rock and roll. But they were gracious enough to shut the tunes down for me so that I could live stream. And this is a K5 Blazer that they're working on. Paul and Wade were sanding on this car and doing body work when I walked in today. This one's got a long way to go. They tear them down to the bare bones and fix everything that needs to be fixed, patch every hole, get rid of every spot of rust, and sand them all down and paint them from the top, from the bottom, from the underneath, from the inside, from the out, where it's just like a factory paint. You know, you get a cheap paint job, all the hidden places that are behind things don't get painted. And that's okay, you know, it just depends on the car. Well, they don't do that here at Mulder's Rods. When they paint it the right way. Everything gets painted. All those panels have come off and get sanded, and all the interior comes out. It's just far more in-depth operation. I don't think there's anything in the paint bay. We'll go see. So when you paint an automobile, you of course want it to be dust-free. And I don't know if y'all may be well aware of this. I don't want to lose the connection to the internet, so I'm not walking into there. So this has an airflow system where it pulls air in, but it has filters, so it's filtrated, and then it pulls the air out, so you have a draft, a constant draft, and that's, you know, for the fumes and all that stuff, and you don't want to have that mist of paint, you know, settling where you don't want it. And then of course, after you paint it, like one time I had a guy paint a Camaro of mine, and within 2 hours of painting it, this big old blister bug is what we called them, landed on the spoiler right in the middle of the hood, and he was stuck there. All of his legs were stuck in my new paint, and that had to be fixed. Well, that doesn't happen in a paint bay like this. So that's the purpose of this special room. It's kind of got an echo in it too. So when Wade is going to paint an automobile a certain color, this is his laboratory. This is where the magic happens. You see all of these mixers and all of these things. He has to blend things together to get to there. And there's a book. Actually, it's online, as most things are. He's got a computer. Again, I don't want to step all the way into this room. I don't want to lose the wireless connection. But this is all paint supplies, things that he uses to mix up, to blend things. And if it's a repair, instead of a full paint job of the whole automobile, so now you have to match, exactly match the color of the rest of the automobile. Say you've got a bashed in fender and you're replacing that fender and repainting it, and it needs to match. This is where you got to use the right formula, come up with the right blend, and he knows how to do it. So this is Wade's laboratory, I guess you could say. All right, I know most of the people that watch my channel aren't car people. I'm trying to kind of cover the basic stuff to make this at least somewhat interesting for anybody and everybody. Let's walk it. So if you're in really, look at this thing. I need to ask Billy where he got that. Look at that old Dr. Pepper dispenser thing. That is cool. I wonder if he's going to restore that. I hope so. I like it. I used to have a Coca-Cola one back in the day in Pearsall in the 80s, and it was from like the 50s, the kind where it had the bars and you had to slide the bottles of Coke down to the end after you put your coins in. So let's go out here and look around. The 32 Roadster was Billy's dad's car. In one of the first videos I did with him, he told a story about this. His dad gave him this car. This was his car that he was given to drive when he was a teenager in high school. He got his driver's license. So I'm going to say that Billy's dad is a pretty cool dude. Most dads don't give their sons a car like this. See, Chip, that's Billy's dad. And this is his 32 Roadster that he would never sell. Of course, this was his dad's car, and it's been his car for a long time. See who I missed here. William, thank you for coming in. William has a Coke machine. It gets twists on top, and you get the Coke right out of the bottle. And you have one that has a 5 cents on it. That's cool, William. So have fun in nature. Hi, Tiffany. Brian, thank you for coming in. Sorry, y'all, I didn't look at the chat for a long time. I fell down on the job. And, Debbie Sue had to go. That's okay. That's all right. I'm going to keep going because I'm out here and I like hanging out at Mulder's Rods, and I'm just taking anybody that wants to along while I look around. There's an old Chevy van up there. I don't know what he's going to do with that either. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think that's a Chevy van. We might go look at that. We'll see. So yeah, cool car right there. And this right here, if anybody's interested, you want a classic old, I don't know, it's definitely not a hot rod, although it does have more than a stock motor in it. That's all I'll say. I know it's got a sniper fuel system, and I'm sure it's been upgraded to electronic ignition. This is a Wagoneer. It's a 4-door Wagoneer, but still these days these have become very highly collectible. And I believe Billy told me this is 80 something. I'm not sure. I think he wants 17.5 for this. And I actually thought about, you know what, I like to have that because you could, I tell you what, you could remove this middle seat. You could camp in this thing. You could make a nice bed, a nice people that, you know, like boondockers or something, people that travel around in those vans or in vehicles other than RVs, you know, motorhomes. And This thing's pretty clean, actually. Seats are in good shape. Yeah, the headliner's in pretty good shape. It's not bad for 17.5 four-wheel drive Wagoneer. There you go. Feels pretty solid. And this is Paul's car, and I didn't even know he had this. He said he's had it since his junior year in high school. A Monte Carlo. I remember when there was many of these on the road. I'm feeling some wind popping up. I'm gonna put my microphone inside my shirt and hope that works out for us. I love this color of blue. I did not know Paul had this car. And apparently he's had it a long time. Paul's the guy that has the Cadillac that he's restoring. The big old 70-something Cadillac. It's a lead sled. Look at Paul. Got him some chrome tips on that exhaust sticking out there. Old school. Way to go, Paul. All right. Well, let's go see what's going on. This is the truck that Chase and Billy drove all the way to California to pick up because of the year model it was, what it is, the condition, the miles that were on it. It's just hard to find a truck like that. You can see he's already lowered it. He's put new suspension on the front already. He's put all new wheels and tires on it. This truck is going to be custom painted with flames. Chase wants flames on it, and I don't know what else. It's going to be higher performance, more horsepower, better handling, and look very different than it looked factory stock like it was when he bought it. Down to 6 people here. Oh well, I'm glad of the 6 of y'all that are still here. And I think that's going to be it. I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm done. I did a walk around.
Cool.
I thought I was going to grab everybody, and so I will ask you right quick, Wade. What's coming on the truck? What's the next step?
We have to put some slosh tubs in the front, so it's some bigger inner fender wells to give us some more tire clearance.
I
When you
see.
get bumps.
Yeah.
We got to finish body working
So the engine work's all done.
the engine stock.
Tranny's good to go.
It's all stock, original.
Whole drivetrain is staying like it is.
70,000 miles on it, original.
All right. So
it's
now
like new.
you've got it lower. You got it where you want it. The stance.
Mm-hmm. It's got a new. We put a 2004 Chevrolet Express van rear end in the back, so it's got rear disc brakes now. Now it's got 373 gears. My buddy at Slaughterhouse Customs in Tomball built us some narrowed leaf spring hanger mounts for the front to narrow the leaf springs to make room for that narrow rear end.
Yeah.
If you look in the bed, since we had to narrow the rear end, and the reason
That's what I want to talk about.
we didn't want to have to trim these fender lips here. We
Yeah.
want to keep that
but
stock.
if we go back a little bit, you wanted those wheels and tires.
Yeah, this is we wanted to run a semi wheel on it, and these were custom cut for us in Houston.
Right. So then the bed didn't fit, and you had to customize the bed.
So we had to.
That was the last project you
the
did.
Last project, when we tried to set the bed down, we didn't do any measurements first. We're like, it should fit.
It was gonna.
They were really close, so it would have gone on, but the tires would have just touched. So we widened these 1 inch per side.
You widen the inner fender well 1 inch.
Correct.
Just for clearance,
And we did
tire
We
clearance.
did some. They have a little bit of body work done on, but they're in primer right now, so we're going to block those. The whole bed floor and the inside of the bed.
Yeah.
Whenever we get to it, we'll all get painted.
And you got a hot rod wagon there.
That's a wagon I built for my daughter to drag around car shows, so she doesn't have to walk and wear her feet out. And
That's very cool.
we were at Lone Star Throwdown last weekend, me and my brother and Wade, and
Extreme wagon.
we had the girls in this thing, so they didn't have to walk all day.
Look at that. A wagon with big old slicks on it. That's cool. So you got the bed and fenders to fit over those tires. And the next step, I guess, when is the paint coming? Later.
Whenever we get some free time, it'll eat up some body shop space. Just take it back apart, The truck doesn't need a whole lot of body work, but there's some spots where the paint's checking. So everywhere it's checking, we have to strip it.
I want to show this. What year model is this truck?
It's a 1997.
Do you mind if I show how
Oh,
clean this is? It's the interior of this truck is 1997. Look at that. The person that owned this truck took very good care of it. I mean, if this was sitting on the lot at a dealership in 1997, you wouldn't say, hey, somebody's been driving this truck. Or that wouldn't be your first. You might, if you dug deep enough, you could find a little bit of an indication, but that's very nice. It's seldom that you find something that old that's that well taken care of.
That is correct.
That's why you drove to California to get it, I guess.
We flew there and drove this back.
Flew there and drove this back, and went to a car show
And
on the
went
way.
to a car show along the way. We went to Dino's Get Down along the way back, and we stopped in Havasu to check out London Bridge. We made it a scenic tour back. It was a great time.
When is that? Dino's Get Down.
It's coming up in November again, and
are you going?
We have plans on going.
Cool.
We had plans last year, but we really like to go again this year. It's just a fun show.
And there's literally thousands and thousands of trucks there, right?
Thousands.
Yeah.
It's at State Farm. It's at State Farm Stadium, so there's a lot of real estate to cover.
Yeah.
You just got to take your walking shoes. There's quite a bit of walking to do, or a bicycle to get around.
Get your steps in, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, looking really good. Really good, Chase. I love it. What's going on with the door there? What do you?
So it had this truck was it was the guy that bought it new. He had diamond plate running boards on it, and he had those for little grab handles to step in to get in the trunk. So
you're gonna put that back like it should.
That's all gonna get body worked, and welded up, and that'll all go away.
At the height this is now, you definitely don't need running boards and grab handles.
You don't.
You can step right in.
You sure don't.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
Chase.
sir. Mm-hmm.
So right quick, Paul.
Yes, sir.
What year model is that Monte Carlo?
Oh, that's actually a Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Oh, it's an Olds Cutlass Supreme. I'm sorry.
And it's
I didn't look closely enough. An Olds Cutlass Supreme, 1985.
Yes.
And you got it when you were a junior in high school.
Yes, I sure did.
When were you a junior in high school? Was that a new car?
No, I was a junior in high school in 2012.
Oh.
Yes.
So that was a classic car.
Yes.
Wow. You're a young feller.
Yes, I'm a spry 32-year-old.
So you changed the motor in that car yourself, from the 6-cylinder to the 350?
No, I didn't.
Somebody else did?
Well, it's a kind of a long story. I originally got it's a V8 engine. It's the 307 Oldsmobile. That's the stock engine that came in those G-body cars.
Yeah.
And I switched out my stock V6 for the 307. And I did that myself, but I needed my friend to help me finish it up. And that engine ended up going south. There were problems with it. So then after that, I ended up obtaining a Rocket 350, which is an Oldsmobile V8, but it's a nice one. And I got that out of a 1971 442 Cutlass. And then I had that completely rebuilt. And that's what's in there now.
So you're all fixed up now?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry I called your Cutlass a Monte Carlo, dude.
It's okay. I get that.
I'm really
all the time.
sorry. All right.
It's a common thing.
Thank you, Paul. We'll let you get back to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right. Well, where are we at here? We only have one piece of business to take care of. If I can interrupt you for 1 second, I'm fixing to end my live stream. I got one important question. When does the racing season begin? About?
April 14th.
First race you'll be to is April 14th.
Ennis.
At Ennis, Texas.
Only car chaos.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Too.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you later. Good chatting.
Have a good one.
And there you have it. We're done at Mulder's Rods. Thank you for joining me. Thanks, Billy and his team. I had a good time. I hope you did too. This is Todd. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated, including the critters. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't do a good job keeping up with the chat as I usually try to, but when you're walking around and talking to other people and looking at stuff, it's hard to do. Let me look back. I understand I missed something from Giuliano. It says, when you have time, write me an email. I have to ask you something. I'll do that. When I get to my desk this evening, Giuliano, I'll find your address and send you an email, my friend. And I don't mind. I'm going to stick around long enough to look back and see if I missed any chat that I need to respond to. Oh, one thing, y'all don't forget, Sock Monkey, the K and Mac project, 5 p.m. Central this evening, today. He'll be going live like he does every Friday. And Giuliano's looking forward to Sock Monkey's challenge on the steak cook, beef tenderloin. Giuliano used to work at a shop like this one, but he sold chemicals and precision equipment. Watching this live stream is like a journey back in time. All right, I'm going backwards through the chat, y'all. So, and I guess y'all have had a chance to read the chat. Okay, I think I'm pretty much caught up. Thank you all. We'll see you this evening at Sock Monkey's live stream. All right, later on.